There are 4 reasons why you should use gym rings in your training. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchett with Theology, Geek, Fitness. And, gym rings seem to be like, rings, that's for calisthenics people. Well, I'm a calisthenics person. Body weight training is one of my favorite ways of training, especially with additional weight. But even a lot of bodybuilders, maybe not competitive bodybuilders, but people who are into bodybuilding and training will tell you that gym rings, you can do a lot with them, and they're worth having, especially if you're trying to be well-rounded and you want to increase your relative strength as well as your absolute strength, and so you want to be able to be strong enough to control your body in very unique ways or very functional ways or whatever. Gym rings are fantastic, and here's 4 reasons why you should have them in your little bag of exercise equipment. And the first reason is that they don't really cost a whole lot. I mean, various prices. You can get a really great set of rings anywhere from $30 to $60. So that's pretty cheap considering what all you can get out of gym rings. So the first reason to have them is that they're affordable, so why not? Especially when you consider the other 3 reasons I'm going to give you. And the second of those 4 reasons is going to be you can do a ton of exercises with just a set of rings. And not only can you do all of the exercises that you can do with suspension trainers, but you can go beyond that, because unlike almost all suspension trainers on the market, you can also do pull-ups and dips on a set of gym rings. And of course, pull-ups are my favorite exercise and dips are my second favorite exercise. And so all the functionality and benefits of suspension training plus pull-ups and dips, which are the most important ones anyway, great for that. And of course, they're even more challenging than using like static bars for a pull-up or for body weight dips or for weighted dips and weighted pull-ups or whatever. So even more of a challenge. You have to engage more muscles to help stabilize you because of the instability of the rings. So rings are just fantastic to get, great workouts in. I like to sometimes use additional weight, but I mean, even just using your body, they can be challenging. So you can do all kinds of upper body exercises, pretty much unlimited, but there is a limitation when it comes to legs, but you can still train your legs with gym rings just like you can on suspension trainers. Is the best and most efficient way? No, but you can do it. So the fact that you can cover all of your main exercises and get a fantastic workout, and you can vary up your routines, trying different things with gym rings. Yeah, there's just, for what you get for the cost, and typically less of a cost than suspension training, plus the added bonus of being able to do pull-ups and dips effectively on them. Yeah, everyone should have gym rings, and it's nice to switch things up, even if you're mostly trained with iron or whatever, you go to the gym, use machines. These are great to have, especially because of reason number 3, they are portable. I mean, they don't take up a lot of space in a gym bag. They don't take a lot of space in a backpack. Sometimes they come with their own little carry case. It doesn't take up a lot of room. Not quite as compact as a suspension trainer, just by the nature of the fact that gym rings are round and that you have to have a bag wide enough to slide them in there. And then you have the straps. But they're portable. You can take them anywhere. The only thing about gym rings that a lot of people have hang-ups about is where can you hang them? But typically, if you are out in the woods, you can find a branch to hang them from. And if you're in the city, you can find a soccer goal or a playground or something, a swing set that has a high bar that you can throw the rings over, the ring straps over, and set them up. So if you're at home, whether you rent or if you own your own house, it doesn't really matter. Putting in ceiling mounts for rings, even in a rental property, there's like $6 worth of putty that you can just plug into that hole and you won't even notice it. You can even get it if you have popcorn ceilings like my house does. I mean, granted, I own my home, but even if I didn't, they even have putty that's for popcorn ceilings. You just stick it in there. It takes like 30 seconds. And you just scrape off the excess, and you don't even notice that you had holes there. So really, there's no reason not to hang. Or you could hang your gym rings off of a pull-up bar too, like a doorway pull-up bar. So they're portable, and it's really not as big of a deal to find a way to hang them. even at the house or out in public, as sometimes people can say, oh, it's a hassle to find a place to hang. No, you can find a rafter somewhere in a pavilion at a park, or there's all kinds of places out there to hang them. So they're very portable, and you can use them anywhere, and that's a benefit of them. So you always have rings somewhere in your bag, in your trunk or whatever, and you want to get a workout in, you're away from the house, or you're just feeling like getting in some reps, just throw the straps over something and hook your rings up and get to it. It's great for that. And then finally, rings are scalable. There's a way to progressively overload, and there's a way to calibrate your body angles for the various exercises that you can do with rings to scale them to your current fitness level. So there's a lot of progressions, you know, like with suspension training, depending on how you angle your body, or whether you're using assistance. So if you're doing dips, but you're keeping your toes on the ground or whatever for assistance, or you're using resistance bands or whatever, you can use bands with rings, all kinds of stuff to do assisted work if you need it. So you can start from beginner and go as advanced as you want to with just the set of gym rings, but they're challenging and they are scalable to your fitness level. So those are 4 great reasons. Affordable, you can do all kinds of very effective body weight exercises, or even weighted body weight calisthenics exercises with them. They're very portable, and also they're scalable to your fitness level. So with those 4 reasons, I don't see why everyone doesn't own their own set of gym rings. So go get some. There you go. Those are my thoughts on gym rings and 4 reasons why you should have them. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you didn't like the video, click the dislike button. I don't really care either way. If you want to support us, you can do that by first subscribing if you haven't, and second, by becoming a patron at patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. Link in the description below. $1 gets you in the door. Patrons have access to over 100 workout videos that you can follow along with to get in good shape, and $10 and above patrons get in on my gear giveaways that I do 4 times a year. So you might want to consider that. I'd appreciate it, just like I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.